The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Today we will be covering what is probably the most applicable, easiest to understand, yet hardest to implement law in Robert Greene's book. Law 10. Avoid the unhappy and unlucky. In this video you will learn to identify the people in your life who are infecting you with their misery and what you should do about them. Although this book speaks specifically about how to gain power, this law is also very important when it comes to personal growth and happiness. As a bonus, if you want to learn the absolute best way to develop yourself in a positive light to be happy and successful, watch until the end to learn what I do and what most personal growth coaches will teach you. The first thing one must understand is that emotional states are as infectious as diseases. Due to mirror neurons that fire off in our brains, it is scientifically a fact that we feed off of each other's emotions. The external cues that someone gives us to display misery, misfortune, and an overall negative attitude is picked up by our brains, where we then internalize that information and start to feel like the other person, aka they're killing our vibe. We call these people infectors. Now it's important to note the difference between someone who is actually brought down by their circumstances beyond their control and infectors, those who bring misfortune through their own devices. Infectors usually fit these 5 following descriptions. They bring their own misfortune, i.e. unnecessary drama. They have a turbulent past filled with emotional baggage, have a lot of broken past relationships, unstable careers, and tend to bring out this irrational side of us. A lot of times, the people closest to us can be infectors, a close friend, a family member, a significant other. Now, an infector isn't necessarily evil or doing it on purpose. They can't help themselves, for it was something instilled in them from an early childhood that brings about their psychology. And since they tend to be close to us, we sympathize with them and try to help. We think we can change them. I'm here to tell you, stop. It would be a great thing if we could change their patterns, but more often than not, it's their patterns that end up changing us. This is why Law 10 is easy to understand yet hard to implement. It's basically telling you, for your own sake, don't be the hero, don't be the nice guy or the good friend. If you see someone who is repeatedly showing clear signs of an infector, don't get infected. Cut them out of your life. Rather than focusing and wasting your time on helping a lost cause, seek out and foster the positive relationships, the people who have a great outlook on life. Lastly, here's the bonus tip Robert Greene talks about, and it's what I love to do when I want to work on myself. When you identify a character fault within yourself, like if you're too stubborn, impatient, or lazy, rather than hanging out with people who have the same shortcomings as you, go out and find someone who has the quality or skill you want. I know it sounds obvious, but do you actually do it? Or do you sit around with the same group of guys who have the same problems and sort of shrug it off? Never associate with those who share your defects. They will reinforce everything that holds you back. This has been another weekly installment on the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene, released every Sunday. Feel free to hit that like button if you enjoyed the content, comment your thoughts, and share this video with your friends. Be sure to subscribe and check out all the other awesome content on the channel, and remember, I'm the self-made nerd, here to talk nerdy to you.